Hi everybody, it's Ranger John at Charles Towne Landing State Historic Site, and I'm standing in the bow of the Ketch Adventure, which is moored in Old Town Creek. Beyond me in the distance is the Ashley River and then downtown Charleston. So today we're going to explore why the capital of the Carolina colony was relocated from here, its original site, to the peninsula on the other side of the Ashley. In December of 1679, nearly a decade after Charlestown's founding, Lord Anthony Ashley Cooper, the leader of Carolina's London-based proprietors, wrote the colony's governing council to give its members important instructions. Specifically, he directed them to move the seat of government across the Ashley River to Oyster Point, a newer settlement that had been established on the southeastern side of the peninsula between the Ashley and Cooper Rivers back in 1672. His reasons for ordering the relocation were clear and concise. Oyster Point was a more convenient place for a port town, and the colonists tended to favor it. He further decreed that Oyster Point would now be called Charlestown. Centuries later, however, a false narrative emerged that offered a different explanation of why Charlestown moved. This myth, which still crops up from time to time in various places, asserts that swarms of blood-sucking gnats and mosquitoes drove the colonists from their original settlement site in favor of a healthier situation at Oyster Point. I investigated this claim a while back and could find nothing in the historical record to substantiate it. But because the myth persists, I decided to make this video to debunk it. The real motivation behind the move, as Lord Ashley disclosed in his instructions, was to improve commerce. Defensive concerns figured prominently in the placement of the original Charlestown. Fearful of a Spanish attack, the colonists selected a secluded point on the west side of the Ashley River for their first settlement. It was a bluff of high ground, surrounded on three sides by salt marsh, which rendered it naturally strong, a logical choice in the beginning when their numbers were few. The tidal creek bordering the point to the south, however, made a poor port. Trading vessels like the Adventure were the largest boats that you could get into the creek, turn around at high tide, and then get back out. Larger vessels would have to remain out in the Ashley River, and they'd use boats even smaller than the Adventure to ferry cargo back and forth between them, which could be pretty inconvenient. This is a view of Oyster Point as we round the peninsula and begin to head up the Cooper River. As the colony's secretary Joseph Dalton noted, the waterfront here possessed, quote, a bold landing free from any marsh, so as many ships as can may ride before the town at once, unquote. Thus, it was an ideal place for a port town. This is why Charleston ranks in the top 10 of the nation's largest ports today. Ultimately, it was economic forces, not nuisance insects, that propelled Charlestown across the Ashley River. So thanks for watching and for your continued support of South Carolina State Parks.